As always, around this time of year, Six Flags have announced what they're going to be adding to their parks, and so today I decided to review them. Alright, so let's just get straight into the review. We're going to start off with Le Ronde, which is getting Titan, which is kind of like a big frisbee style ride, which I think, to be fair, is a good investment for the park. Moving on then, Six Flags America are getting Lasso of Truth. This is Wonder Woman, Lasso of Truth. This is a Skyflyer or Starflyer, I think it is, which is an interesting investment, and will be interesting to see how this actually affects the skyline of the park, as it is quite a tall ride. Next, Six Flags Great America, Six Flags New England and Six Flags Over Texas are getting the Joker 4D free spin. I'm not really happy as it is a clone with this. I think they should have at least got one original coaster at a park or an RMC at least. 3 different clones of a ride that already exists. That means they're gonna, I believe, have 4. I may be wrong. They're probably gonna have 4 of this ride now. It's an alright ride. It's not a solid ride. It's an alright ride from what I've heard. It's cool that these parks are getting coasters. However, these are the only coasters being added, and I think they should have had at least one original coaster or an RMC for this season coming up. Next, we're going to move on to Six Flags Over Georgia, Six Flags Magic Mountain, and Six Flags Great Adventure, which are all getting the Battle for Metropolis 4D. It's kind of like a shooter style ride, which I think is an interesting investment, but it's good that these specific parks are all getting dark rides, because I think that's what all these parks really need to move forward. Obviously, Six Flags Magic Mountain, the flagship park in my opinion, it has loads of coasters, 19 I believe, and I think it's good that they're not going to focus on the coaster side so much, and now they're going to look at the dark ride side for those parks. So Six Flags Great Escape are getting the Bonsai pipelines, which is it's an interesting investment. It's good to see them add into their water park side of the park, and these are all quite good slides. However, it's a bit disappointing that this is all the Great Escape are getting this year. Six Flags St. Louis are getting Spinsanity, which is a Zamperla Disco. It's good that they're getting a new ride, but maybe a coaster would have been nice at this park. Six Flags New Mexico are getting the New Revolution VR and a Mardi Gras Festival. However, I think, in my opinion, that this is the most disappointing of all the new investments, as this place isn't actually getting a new ride, and instead it's just getting a festival and the VR expansion, which, in most people's opinions, isn't actually very good. Moving on then now to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. They're getting the Wonder Woman Lasso of Truth, and you may think, why didn't I mention this in Six Flags Great America's investments? Well, that's because this is a different Wonder Woman Lasso of Truth. I know it's a bit confusing, but this one is actually more like Titan, which is what Le Ronde is getting. It's like a giant frisbee thing. As I said with Le Ronde, I think it is a good investment, a good strong investment for the park. And finally, Six Flags Fiesta Texas are getting the Thunder Rapids, which is a water slide once again, but a water slide mixed with a roller coaster. I think this is a very strong addition to the park. Alright then, so now I'm just going to move on really quickly to my overall opinion. I think it's good that they're getting new flat rides and investing in that side of the park. However, I don't think it's that good that the only new coasters this year were clones. I said it before, I think there should have either been at least one new coaster at the parks or RMC upgrades. However, I do understand why they haven't gone all out this year with what everyone was expecting or the predictions or what everyone wanted. They've had to hold back a bit. They're opening, I think, 2 new parks overseas from America, and I think that in order to make those parks as good as the ones in America, they do need just to save that bit of money in the 2017 season. All the parks are still getting something, whether that is really good or really bad. Six Flags New Mexico. However, I do think that this year could be an alright year, not the best year ever, but an alright year for Six Flags parks. Anyway guys, thank you for watching, and I'm sorry there hasn't been that many uploads in the past week. I've been in Italy. There is actually a Gardaland vlog coming very soon on the channel. It's all saved, it's ready to go pretty much. It will be out in a few days time after this, so stay tuned for that. And of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to get updates of when that vlog is online. And until next time guys, goodbye.